Like I weigh what I weighed when I was in my 20s. You know, that's really something when you're 62. It's like, what the hell? Who knew that was possible? And I have about the same bodily composition that I did when I was in my 20s. And some of that's obviously from not eating carbohydrates, but there are other improvements that I've experienced that have made me wonder, like I had psoriasis. It's gone. And some of the psoriasis patches had lasted, well, literally decades, and they're gone. And I think, oh, well, I was obviously eating something that was causing that. Is that carbohydrate linked? Who the hell knows? But is it food toxicity linked or immunological, allergic? I don't know.
This is New Zealand boneless ribeye. Grass-fed, grass-finished, 100%. Really good. Really, really good. You want to leave it for a while and let it develop a really nice crust. Wow, look at that golden brown. Got a pretty nice color on there, nice pink, nice medium rare, nice pink there. Looks good. Got the juices. All right, so this is day 7 of following a ketogenic diet. I wanted to go on a 3rd-day challenge to follow a ketogenic diet. So the first thing I see, there's been a big improvement in my psychiatric symptoms. So even from modifying my diet, from cutting out almost all processed foods, although I would have some high-quality chocolate. So eating grass-fed beef and pasture-raised eggs, and having things like fruits like blueberries, or apples, bananas, but still keeping my carbohydrate content low to moderate. Even now, cutting out all those carbs, there's been a big improvement in my psychiatric symptoms. So again, if you have a psychiatric disorder, please check out following a ketogenic diet. It could really help you. it could really take the edge off where you could function better in life. Okay. As far as my autoimmune issues of psoriasis, so far I see a slight improvement. And then even actually, if I eat tomatoes, I see that I'm like shedding more skin. So it seems like the problem of autoimmune issues, at least specific to psoriasis, is not just a matter of eating or not eating carbohydrates, but it's also the purity factor or the toxicity factor. Or you could say like the non-caloric factor. So these other materials in the food that are irritating my skin, causing my autoimmune system to go abrupt. So I haven't gone full carnivore, but that's all right. I'm seeing some benefits. I'm seeing some changes. Yeah, I guess I also have more cravings because I like to work out. So the first time I worked out at the gym on this ketogenic diet, I felt very sluggish, very weak, not a lot of endurance. But after that, it got a lot better. I mean, I still notice a diminishment in my athletic performance, but I mean, I knew it was to be expected on a ketogenic diet. So, but I feel okay. And I even went for a like 18-mile bike ride yesterday, and again, it wasn't top performance, but it felt not bad. It didn't feel that bad. It felt pretty good actually, pretty smooth. I just brought an electrolyte drink with me that only has 1 gram of sugar in it. The noon tabs are very helpful. Actually, most days there's a certain time of day like where you crave sweets. You don't feel so hungry on a ketogenic diet, but you do crave some type of sweets, whether it be fruit or chocolate or some type of your favorite dessert. So that's difficult. But the thing is to know you can get past it, right? You don't have to give in to your desires. It's an amazing fact that actually the human body does not need any carbohydrates at all to survive. The lower limit for carbohydrate intake in terms of macronutrients is 0, it turns out. Now, that's not to say that, for optimal performance, you shouldn't put in carbohydrates, but you should. So for optimal performance, especially as an athlete, you need to put in carbohydrates. But if you're trying to explore remedying psychiatric problems, autoimmune problems, it's better to err on the side of at least temporarily not eating any carbohydrates to see how that goes. And then later you can add in some more carbohydrates. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments if you have any similar issues. I think it's really amazing that I share a lot of these properties with Jordan Peterson. Actually, we also both share not only the psoriasis and psychiatric disorder, but also an eye issue. So Jordan Peterson had uveitis with his eye, which is probably a result of the inflammation of psoriasis. And I also had an issue with my eye. Actually, I lost sight in one eye. And the doctors didn't know why. They said there was no trauma to the eye. But my theory, my hypothesis is that it's a result of the inflammation from the autoimmune disorder of psoriasis. So these autoimmune disorders are not benign. They really can have real consequences. Yeah.